Let's talk about retention. Retention is the metric that measures your ultimate accomplishments as a customer success manager. If you've regularly measured and managed customer health and taken care of all of the activity across 5 key perspectives of outcome, relationship, adoption, expansion, and organisation, you will see your success in terms of retention. There are 2 forms of retention, gross and net. They measure different aspects of that success. Let's first look at gross retention. Gross retention is the value of contracts at the end of a period, usually a year, over the value of contracts at the start of that same period. It measures your success at retaining existing customers, so it can't be over 100%. Let's illustrate with an example. Our SaaS business has sold to Google, Apple, Facebook, and Alibaba. It's a strangely uniform business, so they all have contracts that are ARR of 100k. At the end of the period, Google churned. They developed their own solution, sadly, and so our ARR at the start of the period was 400k, and at the end, 300k. Our gross retention then is 75%. On to net retention. Net retention is the value of contracts at the end of the period, but this time includes any expansions and any downgrades or churn from the same contracts, all divided again by the value of contracts at the start of that period. Because it measures our success in the expansion perspective, it can be over 100%. Let's go back to our Gaffer portfolio and take a look at an example. Here we retained all of our customers. Apple, though, bought into our new analytics functionality and purchased 1,000 users at $25,000. Alibaba was similarly excited by the analytics functionality and purchased a similar number of seats. Our gross revenue retention is still 100%, but on the basis we've increased our ARR from 400 to 450k as a result of those 2 expansions, our net retention is 112.5%. You'll have noticed we haven't talked about churn, and that's because it's literally the opposite of retention. It's the negative, so it's not uncommon for SaaS businesses to focus on the positive, retention. Controlling and minimising churn is implied. In fact, it's likely your employer will very much expect it. To learn more about the essential metrics you'll be measured on as a customer success manager and that essential customer success framework that includes those 5 perspectives, then check out Essential Customer Success, the definitive course on customer success management on Udemy. The details are there and the link is down below. And if you, like most CSMs, are always growing and evolving and considering what change you should invest your time in next to have the most impact, then you should take the CSM Evolution Evaluation. It only takes a few moments to complete and there are only a handful of questions. But it will give you the confidence and clarity to take the next step in exactly the right direction. The details are there again and the links below.